Hello, grade 3 and 4. I have another video for you today. It is again with turns or rotations using tracing paper, but today we're going to do a multi-step question where you're given a figure and you're asked to rotate it multiple times in the same question. So let's just get right to it, so it's not going to be as long as the videos we've done in the past few days. So what you're going to see today is, again, you're going to be given a figure. I made a little fancier figure today. And what you want to get used to, as always with tracing paper, is put your dot above the 12. So initially, you need to put your paper on top of it. You need to trace your figure. I apologize for the bad camera work. Trace your figure. And remember, put your dot up at the top above the 12. Then, if we're looking at our question, it asks you to do a 1/4 turn clockwise rotation. Well, clockwise, remember, is like hands on the clock going around. A 1/4 turn means turn it to the 3. If I take my figure and I turn it towards from 12 to 3, my new image looks just like this, but it is rotated to the 3. My dot would be over here now. Now I'm going to take that way that the image is now, and it wants me to do, I'm not going to turn it back to the way it was at the figure. I'm going to leave it as it is now at image 1, and I'm going to turn it and I'm going to follow the next step that says a 1/2 turn counterclockwise. Now if you remember, a 1/2 turn doesn't matter if it actually says counterclockwise or clockwise. A 1/2 turn will get you the same thing whether you turn it clockwise or counterclockwise. But since it said counterclockwise, I'm going to do a 1/2 turn. That's 2 turns. Counterclockwise. 1 turn is a 1/4 turn counterclockwise. 2 turns is a 1/2 turn counterclockwise. So a 1/2 turn counterclockwise now has me looking like this. So I will draw it going down, back over, down, across, up, and over. And now my dot is pointing over here at the 9. Again, I leave it in that same position. I go to my last step that says 1/4 turn clockwise again. Well, I'm at 9. A 1/4 turn means you would move it 1 turn clockwise. Well, if I'm at 9, 1 turn means I'm moving it from 9 to 12. 1/4 of a turn is just 1 turn clockwise. So it goes from 9 to 12. And if we look at it, that means I go back to here, across, down, over, up, over there. My dot's back there. And what's really happened, if I zoom back out, is I've actually turned it all the way back to where I originally started from. So it's right back in its original position. They may not all end up being like this grade 3 and grade 4, but this is what it looks like for this exact question. You're going to end up doing multiple questions like this today, and I hope this example helps.